Welcome to Tundra Energy Marketing Limited Truck Terminals. Here at TEML, safety and environmental management are core values to our business. We do this by administering our health and safety program focusing on Mission Zero: zero injuries, zero tolerance for unsafe behavior, zero compromise on safety, and zero impact for our families or our communities. Your cooperation is expected and appreciated to ensure safety regulations and site rules are followed. Truck drivers and trucking company personnel are expected to cooperate fully with TEML staff at all TEML facilities. Despite some similarities, each TEML terminal is unique. If a driver has not delivered to a TEML truck unload facility, they will be required to train with a senior mentor of their trucking company for 5 unloads at that terminal, prior to unloading in a solo capacity. During your first solo visit, you will be required to contact and meet with a TEML operator on site at that terminal. If you do not unload at that specific terminal for a span of 6 months, you will be expected to contact and meet with the terminal operator again prior to unloading. This meeting ensures that you are updated on any changes at the terminal that may affect how you unload your product. Current year TEML safety orientations are required to be completed online, and a hard hat sticker will be issued from the terminal upon showing your completed orientation certificate. Required safety tickets for unloading at a TEML terminal include First Aid, H2S Alive, Canada, or H2S Awareness, USA. Transportation of Dangerous Goods, or TDG, Canada, or Hazmat, USA. WMIS 2015, Canada, or Global Harmonization System, USA. Safety tickets are required to be in the possession of the truck driver and available upon request. All truck drivers must wear the following personal protective equipment while on site and during unloading. All outerwear must be fire retardant or flame resistant, Class 2 high visibility vest or Class 3 coveralls, steel-toed safety boots with a minimum ankle protection of 6 inches, boots with laces are to be tied, CSA or ANSI approved safety glasses or prescription safety glasses, MSA approved hard hat with the current year TEML safety orientation sticker attached, personal gas monitor, gloves. Hooded apparel is restricted. A hard hat liner is the preferred insulation under the hard hat. However, a thin FR balaclava or beanie is also acceptable. Trucking companies and independent drivers are to supply all personal protective equipment required. There are several basic safety requirements and site rules that must be acknowledged and adhered to. Cellular phones must remain in the cab of the truck. Smoking, including e-cigarettes, is not allowed on site. No running on site or loitering in the ticket buildings. Illegal drugs or alcohol are not allowed anywhere on site. Driving into any of our terminals while under the influence of drugs or alcohol will not be tolerated. No firearms or weapons are allowed on site. Truck drivers are expected to remain clean-shaven in the area on the face, where a good seal can be maintained by a respiratory protective equipment or a resuscitator. Hair below the collar must be confined as to prevent snagging or contact with moving or rotating parts, or obstruction of vision. No horseplay, bullying, or harassment of any kind. Truck drivers must remain outside the cab and be present by their truck to monitor the transfer process. For everyone's safety on site, no truck tank venting prior to unloading. When entering the site, pay special attention to signage that warns of potential dangers and safety information. In optimal driving conditions, the maximum speed limit is 20 km an hour. However, speed must be reduced in accordance to site activities or inclement weather. TEML expects all truck drivers to obey all traffic laws, including the use of seatbelts. When entering the site, make note of the windsocks and wind direction. Ensure to note the marked muster points, exits, fire extinguishers, first aid kits, eye wash stations, stretcher, SCBAs, and AEDs applicable to the terminal. These items will be visible or its location indicated on safety signage. Be aware of site-specific hazards, including people, vehicles, and equipment moving about the site. Keep access routes clear of obstructions at all times. H2S is a dangerous toxic gas and may be present in our facilities. Combustible and explosive gases may also exist. Typical symptoms from exposure to any of these products are dizziness, nausea, and headaches. If you suspect a release and experience these symptoms, move crosswind or upwind to a safe muster point and report such occurrence to a TEML representative. Cleaning off truck tires of mud, snow, or ice during unloading is strictly prohibited. Garbage is not to be left on site. All diesel-powered vehicles entering the TEML terminal shall be equipped with positive air shutoff. Unloading hoses shall have a cam-lock locking system, and non-hydraulic-driven pumps shall have an automatic high-pressure pump bypass. No exceptions. Following these site safety rules and the information presented in this video is important for your safe unloading at the terminals. You may be asked to participate in a truck audit with a TEML representative. The audit is a short checklist covering off specifics outlined in this orientation video. A copy of the completed audit will be provided to the driver, TEML Safety Department, and the trucking company for their records. If any deficiencies are found from the audit, remedial action by the driver and/or trucking company is expected and appreciated. In the case of a hydraulic spill, hose leak, or any other uncontrolled release, shut off your equipment to control the release and notify the TEML operator immediately without moving your truck and trailer or disturbing the scene. Failure to report a spill or an incident will result in removal from TEML facilities and future unloading access to terminals. Do not assume that an incident or spill is known. If you do see something, please report it, even if you were not directly involved. Any other emergencies or disturbances must be reported to the TEML operator immediately. Emergency contact numbers are clearly marked. In the case of an emergency, if the terminal is unmanned, call 1-844-333-6789 in Manitoba or 1-888-420-4357 in Saskatchewan. If the terminal is manned, contact the operator immediately. In the event of an emergency, such as a fire or gas release, all unloading shall be stopped immediately. If safe to do so, drivers must shut off their equipment, note the wind direction, and walk to the safest muster point, moving crosswind or upwind. Remain at the muster point until authorized to return to your truck by a TEML representative or an emergency responder. TEML terminals are equipped with closed-circuit cameras to aid in site security. Surveillance data may be used for the purposes of detecting or investigating incidents on our sites. Each TEML site has unique procedures that need to be followed for safe unloading. At the Cromer and Wascada truck terminals, there is an automated truck unloading ticket system in place called T-Boss. Pull up to a riser, ensure your truck and trailer brakes are engaged, connect ground cable, ensuring the green light is on, indicating the ground is connected. Place the supplied drip pan under your pump and enter the T-Boss building. The following steps will explain the procedure for you to log on and prepare the terminal for your delivery. First, you will select the riser that you have pulled up to. Tap the riser number on the screen and it will become selected. Tap Start in the bottom right corner. Choose the trucking company that you are hauling for and tap Next. Choose your name from the list of drivers within your trucking company. If your name is not seen, you can scroll through the list by pushing the up or down arrows. After selecting your name, enter your PIN number and choose Log On. The next screen allows you to choose your task. To create a new ticket, tap Select and then Next. A list of hauling companies will appear. Select the company you are hauling for and tap Next. Follow this by choosing the location from which you are hauling, then tap Next. Your next choice will be limited to one product, which is dependent on your hauling location. Choose that product and tap Next. The next page has two choices. First, tap the Trailer ID button and enter your truck's unit number. Then tap the BOL or Bill of Lading and enter this number from your trucking ticket. Tap Next to proceed. Select the riser number for which riser you have pulled up to. Tap Submit to move on. Confirm that all the information has been entered correctly and tap Yes to confirm and open your newly created ticket. Your riser will now appear as armed and the valve status will change to open in approximately 30 to 60 seconds. You can now proceed back to your truck and commence pumping. During pumping, you can monitor the status of your load by simply tapping your riser number on the T-Boss touchscreen panel. Your employer should have trained you on the proper operation of your own truck. Be sure to safely connect your pumping hose to the riser station and follow all previously mentioned safety rules. You can initiate pumping as long as the valve is open, as indicated by a lit green light on your riser, and the valve in the open position. When you have emptied your truck, or if you have been locked out for any reason, you must re-enter the T-Boss trailer and close your ticket. To do so, follow the same steps as logging on, but instead of the choice to open a ticket, you'll instead choose to close the ticket, followed by tapping Next. Then tap Print, and take this printout for your records. Leave a copy of your trucking ticket on the clipboard in the T-Boss trailer. When you return to your truck, ensure that the valve is closed. The red light on the riser should be lit to indicate its closure and your readiness to be disconnected from your truck. At the Mydale and Elida sites, there is an automated truck unloading system in place. Pull up to a riser, chock wheels and ground truck using the supplied cable, ensuring the green light is on indicating the ground is connected. Place the drip pan under your pump. Go into the TMS building. On the touchscreen, click on the appropriate riser. Type your name until you see it and click on it. Arrow over. A list of hauling companies will appear. Select the company you are hauling for. Arrow over. Enter the unit number of the truck. Arrow over. Start typing the land location or producing company, whichever is preferred, and click on the correct location that is being pulled. Arrow over. Type in waybill number. Arrow over. Confirm all the information is correct. Arrow over. Wait for the valve sequence to take place in the incoming meter building. Go back to the truck. Open the ball valve on the riser itself, and begin pumping at an idle with bypass open. Slowly close the bypass, watching for leaks and ensuring a flow path is open. Ensure your hose is securely connected, including the camlock locking system, and follow all previously mentioned safety requirements. When you have emptied your truck, unhook the hose and ground cable. Go back to the TMS building. Click on the appropriate riser. Click Yes to log out and obtain required information. Click Skip Print and it will bring them back to the main screen. Head back to your truck and remove the chalk blocks and drive away. The Steelman site requires a manual process to prepare to unload. After pulling up to your riser, ensure your truck and trailer brakes are engaged. Place your wheel chocks and the drip pan under your pump. Enter the building and find the meter and sample jars that correspond to the riser you parked next to. You need to confirm the opening reading on the meter is entered on your ticket and that the sample jar matches that seen on your ticket. Confirm that your sample jar is open. When complete, return to your truck to commence unloading. Your employer should have trained you on the safe and proper operation of your truck. Ensure your hose is securely connected and follow all previously mentioned safety requirements. When completed unloading, you can re-enter the metering building and enter the closing reading on your ticket. Close your sample jar and open the next jar for the next truck. Leave the ticket for TEML operators. All terminals are equipped with flashing lights and sirens for high BS and W. This siren does not require a muster, but does signal that the valve will be closing in 60 seconds. Truck drivers must shut down their pumping prior to this. No resets on high water loads. Should you have any questions regarding unloading, site-specific procedures, or the ticketing process, contact the terminal operator prior to starting the unloading process. A truck driver TEML handbook is also available online when you complete your TEML orientation. Download it for future reference for steps to hook up, offload, as well as safety requirements at all TEML terminals. We want visitors to our sites to be well prepared for all aspects of their visit. Please do your part to ensure safety is always priority number one to align with our Mission Zero. We want everyone home safe today and every day.